Hey, YouTube, what's happening? General chat chiming in. What's going on? Respect to all of the YouTubers out there, the listeners, the YouTubers. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving for whatever that's worth. Some people say Happy Indigenous Day or whatever. But you look up the history. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into it, okay? Because everyone has their own perception on what it means. But, history says what it was, all right? And this country has thrown all kinds of doctrines out there and has bastardized everything. They've lied about stuff, so I don't know. All I know is that everybody's eating. So just enjoy your dinner. I want to chime in a little bit about family and how I'm a victim of a broken up family. From the immediate family all the way to distant family. I have some of my favorites, and then there's some that I don't really associate with. And it's just because, in my case, because of how they operate. I don't bother them. I leave them alone because they're negative, and I'll just put it that way. And, if I didn't know them and they were negative, it would be the same way, I wouldn't deal with them. Because I don't like negative people. I don't like people that don't use discretion. Family, there's family that you tell them something and they just don't know how to keep their mouth closed and keep things to themselves between you and them, confidentially. Some people I know, if I had a stapler, I'd hold them down and I would put 3 staples in their lips to shut their mouth. That's not nice, but it's true. All right? I use this channel, I vent. Because there's a lot of things that pisses me off, a lot of stuff I don't, I'm not a lot. I don't want to say it like that, but there are things that makes me angry that people do. I'm seeing a lot of foolishness. Now again, my fathering days, well, I can still have more children. I mean, I know what to do now having kids. Everything was trial and error. I see some children, man, with parents. Man, those kids are lucky. And I see some children with parents. I feel sorry for the children. So it just depends on what portal you come through. Just depends. It's the luck of the universe, luck of the draw. But anyway, I'm on the phone with family and I tell them Could you not have me on speakerphone, please? I don't know what the deal is with people in speakerphones when you're talking to folks. I don't do that. I don't want people hearing my conversation. And when I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to everybody else behind you. I'm just talking to you. I don't want everybody else hearing my conversation. That's just me. Some people don't see it. They don't get it. Your words that, are not for everybody. If you're talking to someone, it's for the person. It's not for the whole. It's like shooting a gun, You're shooting somebody in self-defense, but the lady and the guy, the kid, everybody behind that other person gets shot. That's not how it should be. I've got a family member. Every time I call them, and I've told them time and time again, hey, you got me on speaker? Because whoever they're with probably insists, well, who are you talking to? None of your business. Or, I'm talking to so-and-so. Give me a minute. That's just me. I have family members that are gone now that kind of taught me better than, had some real nice, real solid values. I wish they were still here. I try not to reflect on certain things in the past or childhood. I mean, nothing dramatic happened, no sexual abuse or no real trauma. My childhood was actually pretty fun, pretty good. It was just, when you get to school and you're dealing with other adults and stuff like that, and then you start growing up learning certain things about people, that's where it becomes a challenge. But other than that, my dad, my grandmother, my mother, rest all of their souls, pretty good people, My dad, solid guy, but he passed away a young man, My grandma's been gone several years. But I have cousins and stuff, but they're not like family. Distant, and plus, even growing up, for some reason, I don't know. I've always been the kind of person where, I used to look up to certain family, but then come to find out they didn't like me for whatever reason. So I said, all right, I become an adult. I get the attitude, well, fuck you too. Excuse my language. YouTube chill. And then that's where it becomes a problem. That's where family starts becoming divided. And, I try not to hold on to things, man, because I start thinking about it, I get angry. And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because I know me. I'm like a Bruce Banner kind of guy. And Bruce Banner, look it up. But anyway, I just wanted to chime in. Family has been broken down. I mean, now there are certain, like Italians, family values are very important. I don't know, I'm not Italian, how these days those values have been dissolved or affected. I don't know. But I know the tradition of family it was a wonderful idea within the Italian so-called community. And I can appreciate it, from direct family all the way to business, and that togetherness, that confidentiality and the trust and the discretion is what has allowed that mob business idea to emerge and evolve. You know what I mean? So there's strength in being discreet and having confidence in somebody. I mean, if you tell me something and you ask me, you don't even have to ask me, but if it's really, hey man, please don't mention this or don't let this go any further than us two, you can better believe it's in the vault. I've always been that way. Has it been reciprocated? Not even close. People who you would think would know better don't know better. Be careful who you talk to, even within your own family. Be careful who you tell your business to. And most people, the rumor usually stops. Well, it doesn't stop, but the discretion starts happening when people are spreading the rumor, right? So I might tell somebody something, and the wrong person that I'm telling will tell the next person to say, listen, don't repeat this. But such and such, whatever, right? So if that person is telling another wrong person, it'll go down the pipeline. Everybody will know behind your back. You will be on the discretion's backside. In other words, nobody will tell you that they were told your business, but your business will flow behind the scenes. In other words, if I'm saying that right, you get what I mean. And that's the messed up part. So you think everything's in confidence and everybody knows your business, but you don't know everybody knows because it was said, hey, don't let such and such know that we're spreading their business and we can keep the pipeline flowing behind their back. So be careful who you tell your business to. And that, hey, don't tell anybody. Shit doesn't work. You have to stand your ground when it comes to your business and how you want your business to remain your business, because I'm telling you, I have a family member, and I'm not gonna get into details, but I have a family member who's married to a woman whose mouth is like a diarrheaed asshole. I mean, as soon as that person hears something, their mouth is like turns into a hole for liquid shit. Excuse my language, YouTube chill, okay? Excuse my language. I'm just trying to make the point. And I'm talking about the kind of diarrhea that don't stop until you're dehydrated. As gross as that might sound, you get the picture. So when I'm talking to that person, I make sure, hey, you got me on speakerphone? Nah, man, I ain't got you on speakerphone. You're lying because I'm getting an echo. Because when you're on speakerphone with a person, you get your own feedback. You're hearing yourself in a lot of cases, and that's if a person has an iPhone or something like that. I'm using Android at the moment. I have a iPhone, some other iPhone products, but this particular device is an Android I'm using. And some people might go, ew, Android? You still on Android? It doesn't matter. It's all, well, I don't want to say it doesn't matter because iPhones, they're pretty smooth, but it's all monitoring technology, so it doesn't matter. But, my point is family and discretion and trust and being together. You know what I mean? Where is it? I know that there are cases where there are family members that hate hate each other out there. It's a shame, but it exists. I mean, I don't go as far as hate. I just when it comes to family, I just say, well, I don't associate. I just stay away from, because it could turn into hate because of the opposition of how you might think one way and your family, that particular family member, may think another way. So you're at odds. And if you don't stay away from that family member, somebody can get fucking killed. Excuse my language again. So where is the unity in family? It just comes from trust. I think people don't keep, and it's not about keeping secrets. It's about confidentiality. If I'm coming to you, talking to you about a problem, I need to confide in you. I need it to be confident. I don't need you to go and spread or repeat what I just told you. Because if I wanted to tell the person you're telling, I would just go tell that person. Duh, you just, common sense. But if you just need something to gossip about, then, I think soap opera has been the worst. It's not on, well, I don't know what goes on during the afternoon, but I don't think it's a thing anymore. Soap operas. That was a demonic thing, boy. People don't realize how demonic some of this stuff has been throughout the years, in the culture of America itself. Demonic, man. Again, this is not a religious channel, but it's true. The soap opera, the fast food concept, the drive-through window, instead of waiting for your food, you order it, it's there instantly. That's what has caused such impatience in our society. And that's why everything has been instant gratification, It's been a curse. So try to, if you can, I know a lot of my family's already set in their ways. So me going back and trying to mend whatever disagreement happened, that's just something in the past that has been, that's a wound that's just been crusted over with the type of a scab that it just doesn't make any sense to peel off. Just gotta just let it be. In my case, I don't know, you do it your way. You may be able to go back in and repair and fix whatever has happened. But sometimes I guess just letting it be is the best way. So I don't know, whatever's good for you. But the family unit, man, if that's all you have and you don't have any, so to speak, you know what I mean? You've got family yet, There's nobody to trust or confide in. Well, you got to just stand strong on your own 2 feet. And that's just the ugliness of life, you know, because whoever you are, you're not the only person dealing with that type of thing. You know, you really have to examine yourself. I always say it, you know, Michael Jackson, we overlooked the lyrics, all of us. I'm guilty too. We weren't listening. We're not listening. We, you know, so fascinated on scandal, and we're not listening to the message. Because I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I am. I'm checking myself. I'm examining myself, you know. That's why I can stand apart from other people and not be absorbed in their bull crap without judgment. I just separate. And I'm seeing a lot of society, a lot of people just doing bullcrap, just doing stupidity. I'm in my car parks next to me. If I'm at a location, a car may park next to me. Guy gets out and he spits. Not on my car, but rudely in the direction of my car. Now, what you saying, man? You got a fucking problem? Why would you do that? Number one, you got no manners. Because who does that? If you need to spit, sneeze, cough, you do that away from other people. You don't just spit in people's direction unless you're trying to cause a problem. If you want beef, just say you want beef. And then, we'll pull the meat grinder out and handle it. Some Puerto Rican dude, I don't know. I don't want to start saying politically incorrect things about certain nationalities and stuff like that, because I've got my opinion about everybody, black, white, and otherwise. So I'm not being biased. Everybody got their stereotypical traits. With some of it is real, some of it is, again, stereotypically fictitious. I like some of those movies, the comedies. They always bring it out, whatever, in a funny way, make you laugh. The Wayans brothers are good for that. I appreciate those guys. But anyway, family is important, but it's where is it? Where is family, And I don't mean you just going over Nana's house to eat. I'm talking about family you can trust, family you can really build with. I've got family, but there's only 2 people that I can trust in my family, and they're elderly uncles. Only 2. And maybe 1 cousin, maybe 2 cousins. But brother, sister, man, shit. Anyway, My mom is gone, God rest her soul. I mean, after she passed away, I'm all alone anyway. I know I've had a couple of marriages that failed, not necessarily, and I'm sharing. I'm transparent with it. I mean, I'm not putting it out there. I'm just giving the whole shebang shaboing in a way, telling you without telling you, just generally chatting it up without giving you any specifics. Just something to sit and listen to. That's what this channel is about. General chat, just chopping it up. I think I'm making sense. You leave the comments. Hit me up on the email. Well, that'll be saying a lot if I give you the email. But I did give you the Cash App, right? I think I did. But anyway, family, this holiday. Where is the real family? Where's the family? Who can you trust? Who can you confide in? Examine that. Look at that. Watch your back. And really observe without saying too much. There's a covert way to find out everything. But a lot of it takes you shutting your mouth and not saying everything. And if you want to find the leaky source, put out something that if it comes back to you in a certain way, oh sugar, that's the leaky pipe. And then you need to put some duct tape around that hole or whatever kind of sealant is necessary. Whether that's distancing yourself or pulling that person aside, or because, sometimes you telling people about themselves only makes the situation worse. Starts an argument, even though you right, they don't want to hear it. Because, what? I just told such and such. Hey, I told you not to tell anybody. So either two things, or maybe three things. Either you're impaired, you're handicapped, you don't listen. I don't want to use the politically incorrect term that starts with a R and ends with farted. Whatever. Or you just can't keep your mouth closed and you've got a problem. So watch out and figure out who you can confide in. Be careful, watch your back, and have a great holiday. Peace.